Hello there, mama to be. If you click on this video, you were probably expecting, so congratulations are in order for you. Today, we are going to dive into the top 10 things to avoid, especially during the first trimester. If you're new here, my name is Adetutu and I am a board certified women's health nurse practitioner. And on this channel, we talk about all things related to women's health. So that's pregnancy and that's gynecology and also postpartum as well. If that's of an interest to you, make sure you click that subscribe button for more. And I also want you to stick around for the not so common things to avoid during pregnancy. Let's get straight into it. Did you know that the first 6 weeks is very crucial, probably the most crucial of your pregnancy? This is when the baby's heart, the baby's spinal cord, the baby's brain, baby's major organs such as liver, lungs are actually developing. This is why this is one of the most important times for moms to be at their healthiest. So the first thing that mom must avoid during pregnancy, and I know you probably already know this one, is alcohol. All right. And the reason is because of how easy alcohol can pass through your placenta to your baby. And it can cause issues such as chromosomal abnormalities. It can cause a condition called fetal alcohol syndrome. And this can lead to growth problems. It can lead to learning difficulties. It can lead to physical differences. All right. With alcohol, with anything, just think about it as if you are experiencing it, baby is also experiencing it. However, baby is not able to filter as you might, and that can cause issues. The next thing on this list is also not a no-brainer, mom. These are things like smoking, tobacco, illegal illicit drugs, cocaine, methamphetamines, heroin, marijuana, okay? Things that can cause psychoactive effects, all right? Now, remember, the big thing is if you are feeling it, baby is also feeling it. Now, the effects that baby is feeling it is more dangerous than for you, and it can cause long-term effects such as, again, the chromosomal abnormalities. It can affect baby's organ. It can lead to SIDS, all right? So it can cause issues later on in your pregnancy that may not even be noticeable now, all right? So it is best to make sure that you are staying away, including marijuana, staying away from all of these drugs. Now, if you need support for any of these substances, let's say that you do smoke and you need help with stopping, make sure that you're talking to your provider about getting the help that you need. No judgment. Remember, no one is perfect. Everybody wants what's best for their baby. So make sure that you're getting assistance with that. So the next thing you must avoid during the first trimester, very important, is high-risk foods, mom. And this is simply because of the bacteria that these foods can cause. So first, let's talk about raw fish and raw meat. So that is your sushi, that is your meats that are not fully cooked. The rare steak moms, the medium well steak moms. No. You have to make sure that your steaks are well cooked. And this is simply because of bacteria that these can harbor, like salmonella, listeria, toxoplasmosis, and these are very dangerous for baby. It can even cause stillbirth. So it's very important for you to avoid foods that are not fully cooked. And next on this list is also raw eggs. Christmas is coming. And guess what you can't have, mom? Things such as eggnogs, right? They need to be fully cooked. They can't be raw before you can drink or eat any of these things. So stick to your scrambled eggnog. I don't know how that's possible. Next on this list is high mercury fish. So fish such as your swordfish, your king mackerels, your sharks. Yeah, people eat sharks. Yes. So you want to make sure that you're avoiding these foods altogether. I made a full list of food do's and don'ts during pregnancy. You can check that out next. And also next on this list is soft cheeses and deli meat. These are also dangerous. It can also harbor bacteria as well. And then lastly is unpasteurized milk, unpasteurized cheeses. Unpasteurized just literally means that it was not heated up before coming from whatever it came from. So let's say, somebody was milking a cow and they did not heat it up to kill off any bacteria such as listeria before bottling it up and putting it in the stores. Another big one is apple cider vinegar. It's usually unpasteurized. So you want to make sure that you are avoiding unpasteurized and only stick to pasteurized juices and pasteurized milk. Okay, mom, the next thing that you must avoid on this list is, oh my goodness, my caffeine girlies, excessive caffeine. Now, remember we talked about the things that you're feeling, baby is also feeling as well. So if you're feeling jittery and excited and energetic, baby's also feeling that. But the difference is baby might not be able to process that really well. And that can cause things such as even pregnancy loss. All right. So it's very important for you to limit your caffeine to 300 milligrams. Okay. And that is about 1 to 2 cups of coffee in a day. But there are other things that contain caffeine too. So tea moms, your sodas, your energy drinks, your high-V hydration, the little mixes, those also can contain caffeine as well, even chocolate. So you want to make sure that you're monitoring your caffeine. Again, what you're feeling, baby is feeling. Okay, so the next thing to avoid during pregnancy, mom, is hot tubs and saunas. This one is all about temperature. So think about it. If something is too hot for you, it is definitely too hot for baby, simply because baby is not able to regulate temperature just yet. And this can lead to birth defects. So it's very important for you to stay in warm, lukewarm, or cool temperatures. Okay, so make sure that if you are, taking a bath, that is a warm bath, not a hot bath. So you can also still get your spa day on, but no saunas, nothing too hot, and pregnancy safe spas. All right. So the next thing you must avoid during pregnancy, mom, is contact sports. Okay. So avoiding anything that can hit your stomach, any direct hit to your stomach. This can cause, a separation of the placenta to the uterus, which is very dangerous. So you want to make sure that you're avoiding this during pregnancy altogether. Okay, mom. So the next thing to avoid during pregnancy is certain medications. Now I'm going to go over a few of the most common ones. We're going to talk about NSAIDs, right? So that's your ibuprofen, your Aleve. All right. These are dangerous essentially because first, it can put you at risk for a miscarriage. It can cause placental issues. It can affect baby's heart development. It can even decrease your amniotic fluid. There are lots of research about why moms should stay away from NSAIDs altogether. And then we're going to next talk about aspirin. Now, aspirin is okay during pregnancy in a low dose because it helps to actually assist moms in not developing something called preeclampsia. It's very good for women who are high risk to develop preeclampsia. However, you do not want to do a high dose of that. So no more than 81 milligrams. So you can't do aspirin that is 325 milligrams. If you are having pain during pregnancy, acetaminophen is your safest option. It is still your safest option. Now, the next one I want to talk about is a medication called Accutane, which a lot of people use for things such as acne. These are very dangerous during pregnancy and it can cause major birth defects. And it's very important for you to stop this altogether during your pregnancy. Now, there are other medications that are not safe. There are some cold medications, the cold cough one, especially the nighttime ones, the one that makes you sleep. There are also certain antidepressants, certain anti-anxiety medications that you have to stay away from altogether. You want to make sure that you are consulting with your doctor about your full list of medication before continuing them on during pregnancy and to see what are your safer options. The next one on this list is for my cat moms. Yes, my cat moms. You cannot change cat litter right now. You want to make sure that you are delegating this chore to somebody else. That's because cat poop can actually contain something called toxoplasmosis parasite. And this can cause brain damage. It can cause vision problems in your little one. So you want to make sure that you're delegating this all together. The next thing to avoid during pregnancy, mom, is heavy lifting. All right. In the famous word of somebody on TikTok, get somebody else to do it. And the reason is simply because of the hormones that are coursing through your body right now. And one of them is relaxin. And relaxin, literally, it does just that. It relaxes your muscles. And that can put you at risk for muscle strain. It can put you at risk for hernias. And it can even put you at risk for a miscarriage. So you want to be very careful in how much you are lifting. All right. Okay. So as promised, for the not so common things that mom should avoid, especially in the first trimester, is harmful chemical toxins, mom. Harmful chemical toxins, either in cleaning supplies. We're going to start with cleaning supplies. So this is the time that you tell your partner, you know what? I can't clean anymore because of the toxins that are in here. You're just going to have to clean for the next 10 months, right? So the reason is simply because of the harmful toxins that are in these cleaning supplies. Now think about it. Have you ever had like a strong cleaning day where you're cleaning everything? You're using bleach, you're using all of these chemicals, you're using this, you're using that, and you get a little dizzy, you get a little lightheaded because of these chemicals. So remember, the same thing that I'm telling you that you're feeling, baby is feeling, and this is a sign that these are harmful toxins, right? So you want to make sure that you are staying away from these, and don't tell your partner, but there are pregnancy safe cleaning supplies that you can get as well. However, you can just use this excuse as a way to not clean for the next 10 months. You're welcome. Another harmful toxins that could be in, our everyday supplies, such as beauty supplies, is actually retinol. Mom, you need to stay away from retinol. Now, we talked about Accutane, which they both have derivatives of retinoid. Okay, so Accutane is oral and retinol is topical on your skin. They are both dangerous and they can actually cause birth defects in babies. So you want to make sure that you are staying away from that. I know a lot of moms, they had a hard time letting go of that retinol. Another one are chemicals that are in our plastics. So like BPA, phthalates. So you want to make sure that you stay away from those as well because they can release harmful toxins to baby. I know this one's probably a hard one, but overall, generally, we should be avoiding these chemicals as well. Simply because these can cause disruptions in our baby's development. It can cause hormonal issues or hormonal imbalance. So we want to try our best to stay away from BPA and phthalates altogether. I made a full video on things that can actually cause cancer. You can check that out next. And BPA and phthalates are actually one of them. Again, with this, you want to switch to safe products like glass, like porcelain, like stainless steel. So those are usually safe to definitely use during pregnancy. All right, so the next not so common thing to avoid during pregnancy is actually x-rays. And the reason why women should stay away from x-rays is because of the changes that it can cause in babies dividing cells when baby is just now forming, which can lead to later issues such as cancer. All right, so unless it is necessary, it is very important for moms to stay away from getting x-rays altogether. Now, remember, these are extra precautions, right? Don't stress about it. This is just to alert you and inform you of all the big things that you should be avoiding during the first 12 weeks, especially. Now, if you are already looking at these things and you're finding out what to do, you're already doing a great job, mom. You are the best mom that your child can ask for. You're already watching videos about things to avoid. You're trying to learn as much as you can for you to have a healthy baby. And that is amazing. You've got this, mom. If this video was helpful to you, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and send it to an expectant mom. Again, thank you so very much for watching. I do hope that you are taking care of yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.